Next we move on to the plasmapheresis, or it is otherwise called as plasma exchange. Plasmapheresis, it is the procedure in which the whole blood is withdrawn from the donor or the patient. Anticoagulated blood blood is anticoagulated and separated into components with return of the separated cellular components to the donor or the patient. If relative amount of volume of plasma are removed and replaced by saline, then we term it as plasmapheresis. If only small volume of plasma is removed, then it is called plasmapheresis. If more of plasma is removed, it becomes necessary to infuse plasma or plasma protein fraction to replace the loss of plasma proteins. That is, whatever plasma protein is removed from the donor has to be replaced. That is called as plasma exchange. That is the difference between plasmapheresis and plasma exchange. Indications. Plasmapheresis is indicated in case of removal of antibodies such as alloantibodies in case of hemolytic disease of newborn, anti-RH antibodies in pregnant women, neonatal thrombocytopenia. Autoantibodies as in case of myasthenia gravis, acute polyneuritis. Removal of immune complexes as seen in case of systemic lupus erythematosus, rheumatoid arthritis. Hyperviscosity syndrome, that is examples multiple myeloma, Waldenstrom's macroglobulinemia. Removal of toxins, example hepatic failure, renal failure. Replacement of deficient plasma components, TTP, that is thrombocytopenic purpura, HUS, hemolytic uremic syndrome. These are the indications for plasmapheresis. Applications of plasmapheresis. Plasmapheresis of normal donor for preparation of plasma fraction. Also in case of therapeutic plasmapheresis, that is to remove some particular constituents from the patient's plasma. Next, the replacement fluids for plasma exchange. Examples crystalloids, albumin, plasma protein fractions, fresh frozen plasma. What are the complications of plasma exchange? Complications such as reactions to the replacement fluid. Examples I told just now. When you give those replacement fluids, reactions may be seen. Vasovagal reaction. Vasovagal reaction is sudden drop of heart rate and BP leading to fainting. Pyrogenic reaction, that is febrile reaction. Hypothermia. Hypo means less, thermia means temperature. Decrease body temperature. Hypocalcemia, that is decrease calcium. Anemia, thrombocytopenia, hypogammaglobulinemia. These are some of the complications seen in case of plasma exchange. Next we move on to therapeutic apheresis. Now under therapeutic apheresis you have therapeutic leukapheresis and therapeutic plasma exchange. Therapeutic apheresis, it is when apheresis is used to treat different diseases it is called therapeutic apheresis. The objective is to remove cells, plasma or plasma constituents from the circulation and replace with normal plasma, crystalloids or colloids. Under that we have therapeutic apheresis and therapeutic plasma exchange. Therapeutic therapeutic plasma exchange, already told, it is used for procedures in which plasma is removed and replaced with either normal plasma or fluids. Therapeutic leukapheresis, it has been tried in patients with the CML, chronic myeloid leukemia, but general opinion is that apheresis is ineffective, probably due to rapid production rate of cells in comparison to the number of cells removed through apheresis. Indications: Plasma exchange, I have already told, that is removal of antibodies, removal of immune complexes, removal of toxins in hepatic failure and renal failure. Complications of indications of leukapheresis is chronic lymphosarcoma cell leukemia, polylymphocytic leukemia, hairy cell leukemia, eosinophilic syndrome, Sézary cell syndrome. Hemopoietic stem cells. These are of two types. You have autologous and allogenic. Donor or patient treatment with the growth factor to mobilize peripheral blood stem cells. CD434 cell count done on products to ensure a very good quality of product. Therapeutic thrombopheresis, it is done in cases with essential thrombocytopenia. Red cell pheresis done in patients with sickle cell disease, especially during sickle cell crisis or in case of severe parasitic load. Advantages. Now we have seen apheresis. Advantages of apheresis are less HLA sensitization, less chances of transfusion transmitted diseases, more effective than the usual component donation. That is, the required component is only given to the patient, the remaining component is given back to the donor. So this was about apheresis. Now we will see the adverse effect of apheresis. Citrate toxicity. It is the amount of citrate infused is high. The donor may feel numbness or tingling around the mouth. It is treated by decreasing the rate of infusion or returned component or giving the donor calcium. Next is adverse effect, addition of hydroxyethyl starch, that is HES. During granulocytopheresis, it can cause headache, febrile reaction, mild hypertension and edema. In such cases, low molecular weight HES may be used. Complications seen are hypovolemia, hypertension may occur, especially if intermittent flow devices are used. Mechanical hemodialysis due to collapsed or needed tubing or equipment failure may occur rarely. The operation should carefully be observed the plasma collection liner for pink discoloration, which indicates hemolysis. Allergic reaction and respiratory distress because of pulmonary edema, obstruction of pulmonary microvasculatures, etc. may be seen. So with this we finish with the apheresis chapter.